Hello. I just wanted to grab my phone in case I get a donation. Um, anyway, so I'm going to do some readings today. We're going to do some readings. I've been lately, I've been reteaching myself how to read tarot cards. I kind of knew how to read them already. I did, but I felt like, I don't know. I felt like I could be a lot better at it. So I've been reading more about the cards and stuff. Yesterday, was it yesterday? No. It was when I last went live, it was Wednesday. No, it was Thursday. Yeah, it was Thursday. What's up, Empty Soul? How you doing? Thank you for coming. Okay, these are shuffled. I don't have to fuss over that. Look at this lighter. My dad's ex-wife, who's also the mother of a couple of my siblings, she went to Ireland back in, I forget when it was. I think it was like June or July or something. And she brought me back this lighter. I love it. Even after this runs out, I'm just going to keep it forever because it was a gift from somebody I like. It has a little light on it. Isn't that cool? This lights up in many ways. You got the flame and then you got the light. It's cool. Pretty pictures of Irish stuff, like Irish places in Ireland, I guess. Anyway, I'm going to light an incense. Let me take this off. I'm getting a little warm. What am I going for? I want to do this one. I don't know what kind this is. They all smell the same, but I have to get more of these incense. I'm almost out of them. Yeah, so I started my job. I'm back at the coffee shop. If you know anything about me, I know I've talked about it before in videos, but I used to work at a coffee shop. Well, it's like a breakfast food coffee place, and I've worked there on and off since I was like 17. It's really the only job I've ever had for like long periods of time. I've worked at other places very briefly, just here and there, but is there any chances meeting my ex-girlfriend, Jasmine? I wish to meet her once. Will I able to fulfill looking forward for this? So basically, you want to know if there are any chances of you getting back with your ex-girlfriend. Got it. Okay. Okay, let's see what the cards are looking like. Well, I'm thinking probably yes. Oh God. Well, I have the Two of Wands upright. These are the cards I have. A lot of good energy. The only thing that's throwing me a little bit is the Queen of Cups in reverse. So, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but was Jasmine kind of a nitpicky person? Because I feel like that's the one thing that's off in this whole equation. I mean, I am sensing a lot of possibility, definitely, and I see loyalty and good energy, but I just feel like that's the one thing that I think could be a problem, or maybe was a problem in the past, something that you would have to get over. But um, anyway, to answer your question, I think so. There's definitely a chance that could happen. What's up, Anita? I'm doing all right. Vani, I'm doing good. What is coming ahead for me? Okay. Well, I'm sure lots of things, but let me look into the near future. Let's see what's going to happen relatively soon. I don't want to look too far ahead. Because, I mean, in a person's life, you will have done through and been through a bazillion different things. You know, I could just be here all day saying, I could just pull every card in the deck. Well, this is interesting. I pulled 3 cards in total, and 2 of them, oddly enough, and stuff like this happens a lot, but I got the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups. So I definitely see this like energy of finally making it, and finally having the happy ending that you wanted, and just really feeling like you've made it. A lot of satisfaction. I do. So I feel like in the near future, and there's been a big buildup to this. There's been a lot that went into this. And it's definitely been a team effort to get you to this place, but a lot of working with others. Um, I feel like in the near future, you're really going to have this moment where you think, I have finally accomplished this. I have finally made it. And definitely success with money, success with family life. You know, lots of good stuff. But yeah, there is something that you've been working towards, and you're finally going to really feel like you've accomplished it and you're really there. Okay. Like to. Thank you for liking the video. Sir, I am feeling strong negative energy on me. Will this remove from me? Okay. So you want to know if this energy is going to like stick around or something. I mean, it's always been my experience. I mean, I've dealt with a lot of negative energy in my life, and negativity that comes in many different forms. But it always changes. I mean, you do always end up feeling better. That's a given. I mean, you're not going to be in that state forever, but I will pull some cards just because I want to. This isn't kind of interesting. Once again, the 3 of Pentacles came up, but now it's in reverse. So, you know, Anita, I have the Emperor card here, which kind of tells me, I think it's trying to point out something about your dad. So I feel like your dad is definitely a support. Um, I mean, the vibe that I'm getting is that you have a pretty good relationship with your dad, and there's something there. There's some kind of message here. Um, but I do feel like a lot of the negativity that you're feeling is coming from sort of how you're having to be around other people. And I think it's definitely something. I think you need to kind of closer examine your relationship with other people, your relationships, and sort of how you view people, and what does that say about you. And I think you can definitely overcome this negativity. I mean, it's just a matter of time until you do. But I see that A lot of freeing energy coming. I think you'll be free of this negativity, which, is bound to happen anyway. But um, because I do feel like there are certain aspects of your life that you're sort of trapped in right now, but I do see that changing. I see you getting out of those sticky situations. I don't know if it's just one or more than one, but um, you're not going to be tied down anymore to those things. But yeah, because I do feel like you have trouble working with other people, and I would just remind you that, like, I mean, I don't know. Like, if someone is really being a problem, that's one thing. But don't be so quick to make snap judgments, because you never know what someone's going through, and I mean, unless it's super obvious, you never really know what someone's real intentions are, and someone may have very innocent intentions, and someone might not have any intention um, to offend you. And if they do, maybe it was just an accident. Like, you just never know. But like I said, I would examine the way the way you see other people and what you think their motives are and all of that. It does say something about you, and it's something that you probably should address. But I would say lean on your dad. I think that your dad's probably a good support for you. Give him a call. And I think even just, I mean, I do that too with my dad. I have a good relationship with my dad, not so much my mother, but um, like, if I'm ever feeling down in the dumps or anxious or super negative in any kind of way, I usually do call my dad and just have a conversation. It could kind of snap me out of it. Kind of distracts my mind from, because I think you're just focused on the fact that you're in this negative thing. If you just change the way you're thinking about it, I think you could have a lot of success. Because I think distraction is a beautiful thing, honestly. Because if you're like me, I get so anxious sometimes, and it's because my mind is hyper focused on, this is negative, this is negative, this is negative, I'm in a bad situation. But even just talking about some dumb thing that Kim Kardashian did can just make me feel better, because I'm like not focused on myself or my life. I'm focused on the ridiculousness of some random person. You know what I mean? Vani, what did you ask me? Vani. Oh, is that yeah, that's the person I was just reading, right? What's coming ahead for me? No, I was just reading Anita. Vani, honestly, I don't know what the third card was, but um oh, well, I think it was the Three of Pentacles. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You got the two cups, the two cup cards, and then the Three of Pentacles. All right, up next is, let me see. This isn't working anymore, you guys. I can't. Oh, now it's working. Now it's not. My touch screen isn't like, oh, it's not working. Damn it. Why doesn't this work anymore? I have to like do it like this. All right, I think Maid J is up next. What's up, Sean? How you doing? All right, Maid J, could I have a general reading for the next few months? All right. Let's see what's going on here. Let's see what the universe has to say about this. So, Maid J, I pulled 3 cards, and as you can see, I got two cards that are cup cards, but then I got a third card, which isn't in the suit of cups, but the angel is holding two cups, the temperance card. Honestly, I think that there is going to be some, um, I think that you're going to be challenged in the next few months. I think it's going to be a challenging time for you. I see some things in your life really not working out. Maybe, and I do think it has to do with something that you're working on in a group, some kind of group effort. Um, there's something in your life that you're working on with some other people, and I don't think it's really going to be that much of a success. But what the Five of Cups tells me is that you know, some things will be lost, but there are still some things that you have to be thankful for. So, you know, I would just say try to look on the bright side. And I do think that the next few months is going to be a time where you're sort of processing what went wrong and kind of reevaluating things and coming up with a new trajectory for the future. Um, because I don't think this plan is really going to work out that well, but so you're just going to have to formulate a new plan. Okay. Oh, why isn't this working? I hate having to do it like this. Okay. Ravi Teja. Hi, Marco. I'm looking for a job change and would appreciate your guidance on how to make it happen. Okay. Let me pull some cards. So you want to know how to make it happen. Oh, shit. Well, these cards seem to want to come out, so let me look at this. 5 cards. Okay, so this doesn't look good. Well, okay, what is this camera angle I'm doing? So Ravi Teja, I'm seeing a lot of kind of, well, I have 5 cards here, and they're all in reverse, which doesn't look too good. Although the 3 of Swords in reverse, to my eyes, is actually a good thing. But I just think that, like, I mean, if you want a new job, I would say try to do something that can happen quickly. You know, don't go down some kind of career path that's going to take forever to accomplish. Because I think that you might be a little bit of an impatient person sometimes, um, or maybe it just might be that devoting yourself to a career that's going to take forever to develop is just something that's not going to be a benefit to you in the long run. But let me think here. You want to know how to go about it. I mean, the answer I feel like is that that's the same for everybody. You know, there are jobs that are easy. I think that you tend to not like unexpected things and you tend to not like surprises. So I would say look for a job where um, nothing's ever really going to surprise you and it's really going to be sort of the same old, like a lot of consistency. and something that you can develop very quickly. So not, like for example, becoming like an eye surgeon, that's something that would take years upon years upon years to develop a job in that. You have to go to school for a million years, and then you have to get training, and you know, um, something like that. I just don't think is a good idea for whatever reason. I mean, if somebody wants to be some kind of surgeon, that's fantastic. Go for it. Shoot for the stars. But like, I don't think that's something that's right for you for whatever reason. Um, yeah, but just do some digging. With the Page of Swords, this is about detective work and digging into things and looking into things. You really need to spend time researching different professions, or just spend time digging into yourself and see what you want to do and really get to know yourself and see what would be right for you. I mean, this isn't really a complicated answer. I mean, if you want a job, figure out what you want to do, look into it, and then get the training and get a job, you know? Okay. I'm spending way too much time on each answer. Sorry, guys. Um, Alina, hello. Hello, Alina Purple. Oh, your name is Amira. Okay. But people just call me Amira. Is Wally currently consciously in a relationship with somebody else? Let me see. Oh, my nose is so itchy. I mean, yeah, I would say, let me think. I don't think so. I think that I think that all is well. Um, I mean, I don't really know exactly where you're coming from, but I'm assuming that this person being in a relationship with somebody else is not something that you would want, because either you like this person or you're already in a relationship with this person. Maybe you just want to know if someone's cheating or if you have a chance, or I don't really know where you're coming from, but I think there's a lot of good energy here. I think that the cards are kind of showing favor for you. So I don't know if that answers your question. So relating to the question you asked me, I would say that the outcome is something that you would like. So the answer to that is something that would pleasure you, because I'm seeing a lot of good energy. Um, but anyway, I didn't like that reading. All right, let me see who's up next. Shirley, can you please tell me what is T's current feelings towards me and his next actions towards me in the next 7 to 10 days? Okay. Okay. So, um, so Shirley, this person's feelings towards you, I think this person likes you, although I do see something coming to an end. Um, I feel like it's been a long time coming, and I think that you guys were together, you did the thing, but now this person T just kind of feels like none of it really mattered, and it still didn't, it this person never got that happy ending they were looking for when it comes to you. And I do kind of feel like something being coming to a conclusion. Um, I mean, I think you can see things happening pretty quickly. I think you can see things being resolved because I do see resolution. So there must have been some kind of issue. Um, but I see things being resolved. I see things being resolved quickly. And I do see things sort of coming to an end. So whatever kind of connection that you had with this person, I see things ending, but I think in a nice, pleasant way. Anyway. Noah, are you still here? Noah, are you here? And after Noah, it is Sun Moon. Okay, Noah's still here. And the question was, does this new person initiating contact with me have bad intentions? Okay. So, um, so Noah, I pulled 3 cards and they're all swords. Two of them are in reverse, and one of them is upright. So there is kind of an overall like a negative trend here. And I wouldn't trust it. I think that something is not quite right with this person, but or something's off about this picture. You know, the Knight of Swords in reverse. I think that things moving too quickly. And with the Ten of Swords in reverse, I see trouble letting go of the past. I mean, something tells me that this person somehow already knew you a little bit, because I feel like there's been some kind of buildup here. And I feel like I do kind of get the vibe that this person somehow already knew you to some degree or was familiar with you. Anyway, but I don't know. In case I'm wrong, I would say you don't want to throw away a good friendship or a good connection. So I would say, you know, keep going with it. But once someone is showing signs of being a little too hasty, then, you know, and know what your opinions are, and know, you know the things that you're going to tolerate and not tolerate, and then don't, you know, end it there. Wish people the best and then move on and just let it go. But I wouldn't trust it. Sun Moon, are you still here? Sun Moon? And after Sun Moon, it is Aniket. Amira is saying I skipped her, so let me see. Did I? Yes, I did skip her. Okay, so I'm going to do Amira and then Sun Moon. I skipped somebody. Amira wants a general. I feel such a disconnect right now with the cards, sort of. Like they're not really speaking that much to me today. So Amira, I think the message for you is that I think it has to do with your work, whatever you do for work. I think that you're really just not, you feel like it's not a fun thing to do at this point. It's lost its anything that used to be fun about it, it seems to be gone now. And I think that, I mean, I don't know if you're in the position to do this or if you realize you're in the position to do this, but I would say it's time to take a break and really spend more time with yourself, um, and kind of just cut ties with the world for a little while and go within. And, you know, um, I mean, I feel like at this point, your job has become so tedious and there's absolutely nothing fun about it anymore. And at this point, it's just really starting to affect you in a spiritual way. And maybe it just means getting a different job. But, you know, I think that it's time to just look within and see what's going to spark joy in your heart. Okay. Now, Sun Moon's question was, um, I have court on Thursday, thinking about asking this judge for house arrest in case she wants to give me jail. Oh my God. Would she give me house arrest? Oh, Jesus Christ. That's a friggin' question. Let's look into it. Okay, I'm going to pull 3 cards for this. Just see what the energy is. The cards are in your favor, or if something is a little tricky. Okay. Well, all good cards. I think that I do see things going in your favor. Um, I mean, I think that's all I really need to say about this question. I have the Ace of Pentacles upright. I have the Four of Pentacles upright, and I have the Three of Swords in reverse, which is a good thing in my opinion. So, all good energy. I see things going in your favor, and I think you'll get the outcome that you want. Okay. Okay. Aniket, are you still here? And after Aniket, it is Patel. You're welcome. Okay, so Aniket is still here, and Patel. I didn't say the first part of your name because I just don't have the energy to try to pronounce that. But so Aniket's question was, let me see, where is it? May I know Shraddha's feelings for me? Okay. Well, I think that this person does like you. Um, I'm not sensing any kind of, if you're wondering about romantic feelings, I'm not getting the vibe that that's the case. I do think this person likes you though, maybe just as a friend. I do feel like there's a long history that you have with this person. I think with the Moon card and the Ten of Cups, I'm just feeling like there's a long history here that you have with this person. Um, but I would stay open to new ideas, and I would stay open to because with the Moon card, I learned that um, you should keep yourself open to the possibility that weird things could happen, because I do feel like whatever it is that you want from this person, it would be an odd thing if they were to actually occur for whatever reason, whatever, because of whatever dynamic is between the two of you. For what you want to happen, it would be a very odd thing. But keep yourself open to whatever it may be, because I do see a new beginning here as well with the Ace of Swords. I feel like something is only about to start, a whole new way of thinking about a person. So anyway, let me see who's up next. I think it was Patel. I don't think that person's here anymore though, because they never responded. Margaret, are you still here? And then Flower Beauty, are you here? Okay, Flower Beauty's here and Margaret's here. Okay, so I think Margaret was first. Um, just shuffle these up good. And Margaret's question was, will me and TJ get into a final ending in April to end us? What? Okay, so I don't really understand the question. So you want to know, if like things are going to end between you and this person in April, or if there's going to be an ending to something. So I don't quite understand the question, but I can tell you at least if it's looking good for you, if you're going to get what you want. Because I think that's what life really boils down to in every single moment of life. Am I getting what I want, or am I in misery? Um, I see between the two of you, I see a lot of ambitious energy. I see a lot of youthful energy. So I don't know, Margaret, how old you are, but I do kind of feel like, because I have two cards. I pulled three cards, but two of them are page cards, and they're both upright. You know, so I see a lot of youthful energy, but with the Justice card in reverse, I feel like something isn't right here, and something. Um, the wrong thing has been happening. I mean, like I said, I don't really understand your question, but I do see that the outcome will be in your favor. Um, but because I'm seeing more good here than bad. But you know, anyway, it's hard for me to really get like form a thought about this, because I don't really even I can't even, I don't know. Um, anyway, I just think the two of you are a little, are just too different, and your ambitions are totally different. Um, but I do think that all will be well in the end for you. Who is after? Oh, it was Flower Beauty. Okay, Flower Beauty's question. What are AK's thoughts about me and next actions? Okay. Okay. Pulling the cards, pulling the cards. Well, Flower Beauty, you might have asked me questions about this person before. Uh, The letters AK look familiar to me, so I think you have asked about this person before, but I really don't know what the connection is connection is like between the two of you. But I think there's a lot of good energy about this. I do kind of feel like something happened recently, something big, where there's really no turning back from what was either said or done. Um, but I think that the energy between the two of you is very powerful. Um, I mean, I see things going more so in your favor than not, but what is that? I just smelled perfume. It was like a woman's perfume. Um, I mean, I do sort of feel like there is some kind of trouble with kind of taking two things and making them work well together. Um, but so I would say, focus more on compromise, because I do think that compromise is going to be an issue um, if you're wondering about, um, you know, two people coming together on something or agreeing on something. I think that could be an issue. But anyway, Faye Focused, what's up? Faye Focused, are you still here? I think you're up next. And well, Flower Beauty, I think his next actions, I think that there is going to be some kind of issue with kind of making two things work well together, like two different ideas, and um, compromising on something, because I do feel like there is some kind of issue with. Um, I mean, I think that might not go in your favor, but I think that there's enough good energy between the two of you that you're probably going to overcome it in the end anyway. So, um, okay, Faye is still here, and the question was, um, I'm so far behind. Can I get what's coming towards me? Okay. I'm so thirsty. I'm trying to wait to drink anything because after I eat, I like to wait like an hour and a half before I drink anything. It's better for me, I think. And ever since I started doing that, I don't really get heartburn anymore. But I'm like so thirsty right now. Okay. I'm looking at these cards and I'm just like, I don't know. I have the 2 of Pentacles upright, the 5 of Wands upright, and the Ace of Wands in reverse. So I feel like right now, let me think. Give me 1 second to think about this. I need something to come to me. Like nothing is coming to me today. Well, Faye, I am kind of seeing that right now. You've sort of had a lot of options. I see a lot of, or I mean, this could be the very near future. I was assuming that it was already kind of happening, but I feel like you have so many options of, paths to go down and things to do, and they're all very wonderful options. I do sort of see, I do feel like it's kind of important to, actually, wait a minute. I'm going down the wrong path here. I see practice. I see you practicing something. So you're going to have all these options of paths to go down, wonderful options. I see you dedicating your time to practice some kind of craft. Although I do see that in the beginning of this thing, there is going to be some kind of problem with what you decide to do. So whatever this is that you're going to start, I would say spend some time thinking deeply and doing your research about what the right thing to do is, because I do see you making a wrong first move. For example, and just go with me on this. Let's say you want to start learning how to play the guitar. Okay, so maybe you're interested in learning how to play an instrument. So you have all these options. What am I going to play? Should I learn how to play the piano or the guitar or the violin or whatever it is? And you choose guitar. And then, so you've made a choice about what you want to practice doing. But then, for example, the first wrong move could be the guitar that you buy. maybe you make a mistake and you just buy the wrong guitar. It's not a good one, or it's not, you know what I mean? That's totally just an example of kind of what I'm feeling right now. But just to avoid that first initial mistake, maybe just spend more time thinking about it or researching it, and make absolute sure that you know what you're doing before you make some kind of not thought out decision. Oh, the cards? These were the cards. Ace of Wands in reverse. Oh, well, I think I said what cards I pulled. Aesthetic Delta. Wait a minute, hang on. Well, I'm just reading this real quick. Just posting feedback. I went to Bakatopia, the dance event. The lady in question wasn't there, but I'm assuming on Sunday again, probably will see her. Thanks again. I do remember, I don't remember what I said about that, but all I can remember is that one of the cards, what was it? It was, I don't remember what I said in that reading, but I do remember saying that somebody was going to be disappointed with the decision to do that instead of something else. But I said some other stuff too, but I don't remember at all what it was. Okay, I think I don't know. Let me see who's up next. Okay, I just did that one. LP, are you still here? LP, and after LP, I think I'm all caught up. Yeah. Okay, LP's still here, and the question was, may I have a general please and thank you? I got fired this week. Oh shit. That's like my worst fear. Obviously, besides dying a horrible death, but you know, um, so LP, all I'm gonna say is that, you say that you got fired, which sucks. I mean, obviously that's like a terrible thing to have to go through. I think whatever it was that you were doing, whatever field it was or whatever you were doing, I think it's probably a very good fit for you. So I wouldn't let being fired, I wouldn't let that discourage you from continuing to do the type of work that you were doing, because I think that's probably a good thing. And something tells me that whatever the reason was that you got fired, it was for something that you were honestly just trying to do what you thought was the right thing. And you know what society tells you is the right thing to do. You were just trying to do the right thing. But and I feel like maybe because with the Four of Cups, I'm thinking that there is something out there, a huge blessing that you could have that you're kind of unaware of right now. Um, a way to make your life even better. There's something out there that you're unaware of. And I say that you should keep going down the path, whatever it is, profession, because I am kind of making this about the fact that you got fired, because that's kind of a big deal. But with the Fool in reverse, I see, because the Fool to me is about new beginnings. But being that it's in reverse, I'm thinking that you don't want a new beginning. You don't want to start from scratch. You want to keep going down the path that you were going down. And that's also kind of that same kind of message you can also sort of see in the Four of Cups, because he already has 3 cups that he's looking directly at. He knows that he already has things to fall back on, but he's just unaware of the fact that there's something right in front of him. But anyway. My car got broken into and my work laptop got stolen, and they fired me because of that. Oh, well, that sucks. I mean, what did I just say? I said that you got fired because you were trying to do the right thing. So that was kind of off, but although maybe the Hierophant card was there because you honestly didn't do anything wrong. But I'm not sure. Maybe I was just off. So, but anyway, the cards were. I mean, there was more good stuff that came up than bad stuff. So, I mean, if that means anything to you. Okay, Devin. What's coming in for love? Okay. Let me see. So the next question goes to Devin. Okay, so Devin, the vibe that I'm getting is that you're not in a relationship now, right? I feel like you're probably not with anyone at the current moment. I definitely think that you've been trying very hard to make some kind of relationship happen. You've really been putting yourself out there. It's not as if you're expecting love, but making no effort to bring about some kind of love life. I think you have been putting in a lot of effort. Um, I do see something coming, a very short lived relationship that I think will come to an end, but I do see you being very hopeful about the future. So just like I mean, I think because you asked me what's coming in for love, and I do see something coming, but it is something that's going to be pretty short-lived and kind of not very meaningful. But I think that the way it's going to end is really not going to be a big deal, and it's just going to be kind of I see you still feeling very hopeful for something else in the future. Um, but I think you've just come to a point where you absolutely know what you expect from other people. You know exactly what you want from others. You've absolutely made up your mind, and there are certain things that you've decided that you're not going to compromise on. And I think that's a great thing. Um, you're very headstrong in a good way about what you're looking for. And I think that's a good place to start. Um, but yeah, I mean, I think, the truth is, if you put enough time and effort into finding a relationship, it's bound to happen, and it absolutely will happen. It's just a matter of time. I mean, unfortunately, for some people, it does take a lot longer than other people, but it's bound to happen if you put in the effort. And it's a good thing that you know what you want, because that's going to be helpful when you're shopping around. And it's also helpful because you know exactly when someone doesn't check one of your boxes, absolutely move on and keep looking instead of wasting time on somebody. What's up, Veronica? Does Elle want to reconcile with me after our big argument we had? No contact. Well, um, Veronica, I do think that you're going to be hearing more from this person. Um, and I have the Five of Swords here, and I did learn that this card can be about, it's kind of a card about bullies and kind of a bullying type energy. And I do think that whatever argument that you had, that kind of energy did come into play at some point, whether it was you or him, probably him. But otherwise, I have a lot of good energy here, the Chariot and Justice. So I feel like you can expect um, a makeup happening at some point in the future, and all will be set right. And I mean, with the Chariot, I feel like travel is involved somehow. So I do kind of feel like for you two to come back together, it is something where distance will have to be covered. But anyway, whatever. All right. MMC, what's up? May I ask for a general for the upcoming week? Okay, let me see what comes up. Okay, so well, MMC, I think that most of this week will go well for you. I see a lot of um, I see a lot of um, more good energy than bad energy. I see a lot of good weather. So I don't know what the weather looks like where you are, but I think you're going to have a lot of good stuff, good weather. I'm just reading into the Three of Swords in that kind of way. I see it as like actually like the weather is going to be good. Um, I just decided to read it that way in this moment. Um, I see that there's going to be a lot of moments where you're really going to have to sort of be brave. But I wouldn't overthink things because I do think that that could be a problem this week. At times, you're going to be um, overthinking things. I would just say, whatever you think is the right thing to do, just do it and don't overthink it. Just whatever you feel is right, go with your gut and just absolutely do what you want to do. But I definitely see moments where you're going to have to make certain calls that you really don't know what the future is going to be, but you're really kind of taking a risk, and you're trying to make the right thing happen, obviously. But um, I do see it paying off. Um, that's why I say bravery, because not knowing the future can be a scary thing, and so you're going to have to make decisions sort of blindly. And but I think all will go well. Okay, Jasmine, is quitting my job the right decision? Are all go okay? You know, Jasmine, I'm getting the vibe that at one point your job was a very good thing, and then things kind of went sour, and now all that remains is just the money. And but I think that quitting your job is probably the wrong thing to do. I would just milk it for everything that you can get out of it. And obviously it's not making you happy anymore, or else this wouldn't even be in question in your mind. But um, you know, I would say stick it out and eventually quit once you find something else. But I mean, either way, because there's so little of like what remains that used to be enjoyable about that job. But um, anyway, Amor, hello. Hi, I know it's a weird question, but can I ask, did my younger brother have access to my TikTok account yesterday? Thank you. Uh-oh. Let me see. And that's not really a weird question, by the way. It's just a question. I've had people ask me, should I make pasta for dinner? And I'm like, I'd literally pull cards and see. Um, okay, so um, I do kind of think that there's more negative energy here than good energy. Um, I think that um, you're probably right. There probably was something that happened, but and I do probably think that it probably was your younger brother because with the Page of Cups in reverse, the Page cards, that is like a very youthful energy. So probably whoever it was probably a young person. So I mean, you're probably right. It probably was, um, your brother. But I do think that your brother was operating from a place of very kind of um, sophomoric kind of. I don't even know. Actually, I don't even know what that word means. So I take that back. I mean, I think I know what that means, even it's not even the right word anyway. But um, I think that the place that your brother was operating from was like the reptilian mind when this did happen. So I don't know if that's really a good thing or a bad thing. Um, I mean, I think something is fishy about this. So I mean, whatever you have to do to kind of make yourself feel secure, I would just do it. But, you know, because like even if your brother did have access, if he didn't mess anything up about your account, and um, if nothing happened that was a problem, then I probably would have pulled cards and the outcome would have just been very positive and just so you have nothing to worry about. So I do think that there's something you probably have to correct or make right in this situation so this kind of thing doesn't happen again. But and um anyway, because there's no point in telling you that he did have access to it if nothing bad even happened to begin with. So why would the universe want to worry you over nothing? But I do think that there's something that you need to do on your end and make right. Um, okay. Oh, water. I love ice water, you guys. I fucking love it. Ugh. Anyway. Um, okay. Sorry, I just spaced out. Somebody wants Ashiana. Um, Goddess Kali message for me. God. So, um, Ashiana, I think that you have a very strong will, and I think that not everything in your life always goes right, but there definitely are solutions to all of your problems. You just haven't gotten there yet. And I know it's so easy to think that the world is against me and I'm doomed and this and that. But you just haven't found the right mantra yet. You haven't found the right um sometimes changing your mood is as simple as finding just the right thought, just the right thing to kind of click, and then you feel better. You just haven't stumbled on the right thing yet. Um, and honestly, it's probably going to happen just at the right time. And because I think you're going to come across something that really does change your life forever, and you'll never see things the same way. And um, you'll always have that piece of wisdom to fall back on. But um, it's just a matter of time before things really change for you. Um, there are things that you're going to realize that will change your life forever. In a good way. What's up, Brenda? Good morning. What's up, Angelus? How's everybody doing? Excuse me. I'm doing all right. I mean, I'm not great. But, you know, I'm definitely, you know what the problem is with me right now? I'm kind of feeling a lack of passion. And I just wish something could really spark some joy for me. And I think that's all I really need is to feel passion right now in this moment. I'm lacking that energy. And it's kind of, I don't know. How Billy, Brenda, I don't know what that means. How Billy something towards me. Sithavong. I have no clue what that word is. So do you want to know how they feel towards you? I'm assuming that's the question. I mean, I get that question more than anything else. Okay. Give me 1 second. I just dropped a bunch of cards and they all went in. Some are facing up, some are facing down. It's just a big mess down here. Give me 1 second. Christ. Okay. So, let me get comfortable here. I'm thinking that the energy's not good. I'm assuming that however you know this person, something must have gone wrong because I'm sensing, we have the 5 of swords and the 4 of wands in reverse, 5-4. You know, I just think that something's off here because I do feel like there is some resentment and bad feelings. And I do feel like something is off. So um, I really don't know what else to say. Um, I mean, I do feel like somebody really wants to say something because I do have the moon here. And I'm seeing this right now in this moment. Like the moon card is telling me that somebody or both of you, they're like somebody really wants to communicate a message. And, you know, so I mean, I don't know if it's you or him. If it's you, then I would call this person and really say what you want to say and what it is that you truly want to say, just say it to him. But if you have no wish to talk to him at all, then you can probably expect him to say something to you in the future, probably the near future. But, um, something definitely wants to come out. But I do feel like there are some resentments here. Okay. Hey, Tavara, will the new Pisces guy I'm seeing be good for me? Okay. um, so Tavara, I do kind of feel like this probably is not a good idea. This new Pisces guy. Um, I have the Eight of Pentacles here in reverse, which kind of, first of all, it's to me a warning, but it's also telling me that not that anything horrible is going to happen, but I just think that this relationship is going to be exhausting, and something tells me that you're just going to have to work way too hard to make things happen or to sustain it. It's going to be way too hard, and I just feel like it's going to be too exhausting in the end to maintain this relationship. I mean, I don't know what that, you probably know why, but I mean, that could be a personality thing or it could be a geographical thing. But anyway. But you got to follow your heart. You know, the universe and, love it's all a magical thing. Love and romance is a magical spiritual energy. And I believe that some things are just in the stars. And, someday I'm sure you'll find somebody who's, and it's going to be, true love. And true love is a spiritual, magical thing. And it's something that, you know, is destined to happen. And when you found true love, you'll know it because it's not going to be exhausting. It's going to be wonderful. And it's going to be meant to be. It's going to be in the stars. Um, everything will align at just the right moments to bring the both of you together, and it's going to be fantastic. So anyway. You're welcome, Tavara. You know, that's something like, you know, I feel like a real tarot card reader does sometimes give bad news. And like, I just feel like not everything is good and some things just are bad. And this is an example. So Tavara asked me, you know, is this guy good for me? And I pulled a card and I said, no, I think that this guy is not a good thing for you. And that's an example of like, you know, I said something and I didn't say it's lovely and it's wonderful and this guy is great for you and keep going and it's amazing and everything's going to be perfect. You know, I didn't say that. And lo and behold, Tavara said it feels exhausting already. So that's one example of how, you know, that sometimes saying something is bad is good advice. It's just a good thing to say. Um, what's up, Angelus? How you doing? You're welcome. You are all very welcome. But look at my little stuffed animal. His name is Noodles. Probably not the name I would have given him, but that's what pisses me off about Beanie Babies. They already name it for you. And I mean, I totally have the power to change this little chihuahua's name. I think it's a chihuahua. I don't know, it's a dog. I don't like the name Noodles. I'm like, if I had a dog as a pet, I would want to name it something like badass and probably witchy or magical or just godly. I wouldn't name my fucking dog Noodles. You know what I mean? I would name it like Crypt or that's such a weird example, but I would name my dog something cool, not like Noodles or Fluffy or um, Spanky or some fucking shit. I don't know. I would give my dog a cool name, not fucking Noodles. I suppose they name it Noodles because these are meant for children, I'm assuming. And I was a 30-year-old man who bought this for myself, but it was just so cute. Makes me happy. I have to clean its eyeballs. Its eyeballs are like some kind of glass or hard plastic, and they're really dirty. Smells good. No, it doesn't. I don't know. Noodles. It's always looking at me when I'm giving readings. Does the Hispanic guy with long curly hair who works dietary at my job view me as attractive? We just stare at each other. We speak a few times. Sorry, I don't know his name yet, but he's cute. Aww. Ooh la la. You're making eyes with somebody. That's what we call making eyes. You probably know that already, but just in case you didn't, That's making eyes. I remember I used to do that in high school, and I was like the only gay guy in my whole friggin' high school. I mean, obviously I wasn't. There were probably other people too that just didn't say anything, but who weren't like obvious. But I would just stare into hot dudes' eyes and just make eyes with people. Okay, let me pull some cards. Well, Angelus, this is what I'll say. I think that looks wise, he does find you attractive, but I do think that you are somebody that he would never pursue. So I don't know if he's like a closeted guy or there's just something about you that he would never actually pursue or look into or dig deep and go further with for some kind of reason. But if you're just talking about looks, I definitely think that he does find you attractive. Because with the chariot, I'm seeing a big energy. And obviously, the way a person looks is very big energy when you're out in the world, because it's the first thing people see when they look at you. And so I mean, it's upright too. So I feel like that's a good sign. But okay. Hi, Mariana. Will my Pisces twin flame finally leave his karmic something? I don't know, it doesn't say. And come for me. I am a Taurus. Okay. The answer is yes, Mariana. I think that you can expect good things to come from this. And I think that all will be good. And this person will come to you. Yes, absolutely. I think absolutely. And this is the card I got. My feet are falling asleep. Thank you, Mariana. I appreciate that. And Angelus, something I just thought of is that, when I said he thinks you're cute, but for some reason he would absolutely never pursue you, maybe it's because you work together. And maybe he's just somebody who has the idea that he's just not going to date anybody that he works with. So that could be something too. You just don't dip your pen in the company ink. Maybe something like that. I just thought of that, and I know a lot of people have that opinion. A lot of people don't date coworkers, so that could be something. I don't know why I didn't think of that right off the bat. I mean, it might not be the case, but I don't know. Yeah, I remember when I first started working at Dunkin' Donuts, I started to date a guy that I worked with there, and I mean, it probably wasn't the right thing to do, but I don't know where. His name is Brandon. I miss him. He was a pretty good guy. I was the problem in that relationship, let me tell you something. But although I was so crazy back then, I can't even blame myself. When I think about the way I used to act, I just cringe. Not that I'm like perfect now, but God, I used to be such a weirdo. Just really, truly sick. I think about the things I used to do and say, and I'm just like, my body just gets tense, and I'm like, oh God, oh, it's so horrible. There's a talk show that I watch called The View, and I'm not, sometimes, well, a lot of the time they talk about politics, which honestly just makes me sick because, listen, I can't help but feel like all of that stuff is just not true. Um, like, I don't really, this is going to sound so stupid, but I sort of like don't believe in politics, I guess. But, um, because I mean, the world I live in, like, God and magic and the spirit and miracles and possibilities, I'm just like, really, I'm gonna worry about the president, and I don't know, it sickens me. Anyway, the show that I watch, sometimes they just have like fluffy topics that they talk about, and they just talk about like pop culture stuff as opposed to politics. And I don't know what the topic was, but one of the girls on the panel, she said that she was on a date with a guy, and I think it was their first date, and they were at the bar, and the guy got up to go use the bathroom, and the bartender came over to her while she was still at the bar and said, "He's here with a different girl every night." And like, that bartender was just like an angel from heaven. And then her name's Alyssa, by the way. And then Alyssa was like, "Well, thank God that bartender told me that." And then Alyssa got up and left while the guy was in the bathroom. So um, I just think I thought that story was so cool. I loved that. He's here with a different girl every night. Thank you for the information. All right. I think I might stay live for like another 10 minutes or so, and then I'm going to scram. Um, my dad's probably going to be waking up in like an hour or so. Well, I don't know. Typically, he wakes up at around 11. I kind of want to call him. Although I should probably wait. I was on the phone with my dad last night for like 2.5 hours or something. That's like the longest phone call we ever had together. But you know, I don't know. I just want something to do. Actually, I'll probably wait till later today to call him. But after I get off this live stream, I have no idea what I'm going to do. I might start a painting or something. I have a spot on one of my walls that is perfect for an 11 by 14. Well, Angelus, I mean, why do you say that? Have you just had a lot of bum relationships? Or you just don't have many relationships in the first place? So you've met a lot of guys, but they all are just sort of shitty people. Got it. Okay. Yeah. I don't exactly have good luck in love either. Like ever. Shit. Um, you know. Hello, Heya. Heya. Okay. You want general advice. Okay. So, Heya, I think the advice for you is to realize that life is about the journey and not the destination. So invite more adventure into your life. Go on adventures and, you know, take risks and put yourself in crazy places with crazy people. I mean, don't like put yourself in danger. I'm not saying that. But sometimes it's good to take risks and just put yourself out there and go on adventures. Because I feel like you're so hyper focused on having a certain kind of life that you're kind of missing out on the journey, because that's what I get with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like, you know, the job that you want and the house that you want and this certain type of life that you want, once you get it, you're going to realize that it wasn't about having those things. Those things didn't matter at all. It was about the journey that you were on. And so I just think that you have to get outside of yourself and do things you've never done before, and take risks and go on journeys, make life a journey and not this constant, running on a hamster wheel to get a certain kind of life. I mean, it's good to have financial goals and stuff and want certain material things, but also just have fun along the way and meet new people. And, I need to take that advice too. All right, well, I'm going to take off. Thank you all for coming. I think now I am going to fill up my ice water and I'm going to put the TV back on and start painting. I have no clue what I'm going to paint, but I definitely want it to be something good, obviously. I would never want to make a bad painting, but I kind of want it to be something different that I've never made before, something that will really interest me. I have painted so fucking many paintings of like flowers. I have painted enough flowers for my entire life. I do not need to paint another flower. My God. But I mean, if that's what I end up painting, like whatever. But I do want to challenge myself and do something I've never done before and just see how it turns out. Anyway, thank you all for coming, and I will see you all in the next one. Keep an eye out because at some point today, I am going to record some videos and put them on my channel. And yeah, so thank you all for coming, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.